What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take your lighting from this to this. Add the snap effect. I can't snap my fingers. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take your lighting from this to this. Let's get started. Now, I can't stress how important lighting is when it comes to filming your videos. Lighting can literally make or break pretty much any film set, and it can make your cheap cameras actually look professional. Think of yourself as a legendary painter, someone like Bob Ross or someone like that. Boring. That has a blank canvas when he starts. He has this idea that he paints in his head, and that's how he does it, but he does it step by step. That's kind of what we're going to do in today's video. I'm going to show you guys how I set up my lighting step by step so you guys can implement this in your videos. So the first thing you guys are going to do is go ahead and turn off all of your lighting. Everything, so it's dark. Once you have it all turned off, now we can get to work. Now the first thing you guys are going to go ahead and do is you're going to turn on and set your key light. Your key light is going to be your main light that focuses on your face. So let's go ahead and turn that one on first. All right, guys, so as you can see now, we have the key light turned on. And when you guys are looking to purchase a key light, make sure you purchase something that is dimmable and something that can change between warmer and lighter temperatures in terms of color. You don't want something that's too warm that's gonna make you look orange. It's just gonna cause a much bigger headache for you guys in the long run. So before you guys start, make sure you purchase a key light that is dimmable, like I said, and something that you can change the temperature on from warm to cold based on whatever scenario you guys are filming in. It's super important that you're able to dim that light so it doesn't overspill into other areas of your background, which we will cover later. If you can't dim that light, you can move it back some more, angle it away from your subject, or reflect it off of a nearby wall. If you're working with very little room, there's tons of different lighting you guys can go ahead and pick up that won't take up too much space. Whether you want to spend $40 on this LED light, or $150 on this Neewer flat light, or even $500 on this Godox if you have the room for it. It doesn't really matter, you can make lighting work with the cheapest setups out there. If you're wondering, yes, I will leave these all linked down below in the description for you guys. Like I said before, just make sure if you're gonna spend the money, purchase a light that is dimmable and that will give you the ability to change between warmer and lighter color temperatures. Now I have the key light set up and it's bouncing off of the wall, but my face still looks rather dark. So we're gonna go ahead and add what is known as a filler light right now to give me some more brightness on my face. And that filler light will be diffused with one of these. These will add a little bit more diffusion, so it gives it that much more natural look as if you were outside. So let's go ahead and turn that on. Alright guys, now we have that filler light turned on, and this will make your videos look a little bit more cinematic in the long run when all of your other lighting comes together. Now, if it is a bit more harsh, you can go ahead and add even more diffusion if needed. As you guys can see, I have two diffusers here. I'm going to leave one on there for right now, and we're going to go ahead and work on our hair light, and we're going to work on our rim light next. This is going to give us that nice separation between ourselves and the background. And then if we do need to add more diffusion, we can go ahead and do that at the end. Now your rim light is going to be off axis on a different angle, and you can fill this with pretty much any color to fit that look that you're going for. For the sake of this video, we will use red so you guys can get some ideas. Alright guys, now you can see we have our rim light turned on, and it does give us a little bit more separation between ourselves and the background, but it's not enough. Let's go ahead and turn on this hair light so it gives us even more separation between ourselves and the background. Now as you can see, I have the hair light turned on, and it gives me even more separation between myself and the background. I also went ahead and I lowered the ISO down just a little bit on the camera to make it a little bit more darker and a little bit more cinematic. Now you can go ahead and attach this hair light to your ceiling, to a C-stand, pretty much anything. It doesn't really work too well if you're wearing a hat. It only kind of really stands out if your hair is just out. So make sure you guys take that into account when you're creating your videos. The hair light is a really nice addition, and it does help supplement that rim light a lot more than just having the rim light working. So now once we have both of these done, we're gonna go ahead and add even more separation and start working on our background lighting. Now the practical lighting is the lighting that you're gonna add in the background to help finish painting this picture. Now what I like to do is add practical lighting every so many feet, and this is all gonna depend on the size of where you're filming. Here in the studio I have a ton of room, but the same basic concept stands even if you're filming in your bedroom. For my first practical, we have these hue lights back here. My second practical, we have this hue LED strip. For my third practical, we have my computer back there with some custom LED lighting. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on now. Let that play in the background. For my fourth practical light, we have this popcorn machine back here with some soft lighting. Let's go ahead and turn on the projector and the rest of the other mini lights that I have back there that I'm using as practicals so you guys can see all of this lighting come together. As you can see, we have all of our practical lighting turned on now, and it looks really cinematic. Now I can go ahead and control the ceiling lights as well, but when we turn those on, it kind of takes away that cinematic look that we were going for in the first place. So we're gonna leave them turned off. But I feel like there's still something a little bit missing. we're gonna go ahead and add a nice little key light here in front of me to give a nice little reflection off of my eyes so it looks even more cinematic than it does now. So let's go ahead and turn that on. All right, as you can see, we have that final key light turned on and it gives a nice glossy reflection off of my eyes to make this look even more realistic and more cinematic. Now, one thing I do recommend is if you guys are gonna purchase some practical lighting, make sure it's something you can kind of control off of your phone, kind of like the Philips Hue lighting, because it's much easier to control everything at the push of a button than going and turning on each light individually. So make sure you guys think about that in advance. Now, the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is show you guys how my iPhone 11 Pro video quality compares to the Sony a7S III that we have right now currently that we're using, so you guys can see how good the iPhone will look like when you have your lighting set up how you're supposed to. All right guys, and this is how the iPhone 11 Pro video quality compares to the Sony a7S III when I have my lighting set up down here in the studio. Let me know what you guys think. Which camera looks better? Obviously we know the answer, but you guys kind of get the point of what I'm trying to make here. When you have your lighting set up, even cheaper cameras can look a little bit more professional. As you guys can see, this looks a lot more professional and a lot more cinematic than what we started off with. The hair light, the key light, the rim light, all of it came together to create this nice professional looking video. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, whatever it is, make sure you go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section for me. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. And if you did end up liking this video, please make sure you smash that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.